Today, December 19th, 2025 is the 10-year anniversary of this YouTube channel. I started it 10 years ago to the day, and my first video was a review of Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens, which I didn't hate but didn't love. Today, I'm seeing Avatar 3 Fire and Ash in IMAX in theaters, and I'll make a video on that later. But right now, other news of significance, I just got a brand new van. This is a 2013 Ford Transit Connect that we are currently sitting inside of. It has 144,000 miles on it. I bought it for $4,700. It was a former Spectrum van, and it was a Spectrum van from 2013 until 2025. It did its service and time with Spectrum. This van, I plan to convert it, turn it into a camper van, a little tiny house. This will be the second van that I convert. The first one that I converted, which I no longer have, was a 1997 Dodge Ram van that I bought for $3,700, also with 144,000 miles on the dash. I learned a lot converting that first van, a lot of what I liked and a lot of stuff that I didn't like that I won't do for this van. Ultimately, why I sold that van is because as much as I fantasized about having a 90s family camper van and everything, I learned it's not so fun when you're constantly putting almost $20 a day in gas. The gas mileage on that van sucked. Buying a 30-year-old van meant that if somebody else didn't replace all those 30-year-old parts, you're gonna get stuck replacing all those 30-year-old parts. And that price adds up significantly. That van also had tons of transmission issues. It was never able to reverse after a while, and I pushed it out of many parking lots, took it to a couple mechanics who weren't able to solve the problem. I ultimately sold it, got a Ford Transit Connect, and it's a little bit smaller, but personally for me, I like having a van that doesn't feel like I'm driving a school bus down the road. I like having a little bit of a smaller van. I learned having this big 90s family van with the high top roof, I honestly didn't need all that space. When I would hang out in the van, I found out that I was kind of, I had this big bed, but I was kind of just sitting in this one spot. I had my little table here. I was like, I think I could do a Transit Connect. I started watching a lot of YouTube videos on people who have these and built these out, and I was like, I think that smaller space would be good for me. I think driving a smaller car would be a little bit nice, and I think paying less in gas would be awesome. So this van was a Spectrum van. It did 12 years working for Spectrum from 2013 to 2025. It was a one-owner van. When I found out it was a Spectrum van, I was pretty excited because I assumed then it would be pretty well maintained and serviced, which it was. I haven't found any mechanical issues at the moment with this van. It's been very smooth sailing. It's pretty clean inside and out, so I'm gonna give you a little bit of a tour, but it is a little bit of a mess so far. So I named my van Gigahorse off of Immortan Joe's vehicle in Mad Max Fury Road, one of my favorite movie characters of all time, Immortan Joe, one of my favorite movies of all time, Mad Max Fury Road. I love the Gigahorse. For now, it's pretty bare bones. I'll show you what I have so far. I did hang up these curtains that my girlfriend made me. I got these magnetic curtain rods on Amazon for $20 for a 2-pack, and they stick to that thing so tight, I don't think they're ever gonna come off. But I got these curtains. They have little wolves and eagles on them. Pretty sick. On this end, the window came with a cage on it. When I originally bought this van, it was a full cage here. The back windows had cages on it. This window had a cage on it. I took a lot of that stuff off. There was a big metal shelf in here. Got rid of a lot of that stuff, but I think I'm going to leave this cage because I could hang pictures or maybe hang some stuff on there. This window, I got this plaid curtain that my girlfriend made me to block out the sun. And then up here, I installed blackout curtains. I got this wood beam that's about like 3 inches wide by 3 feet long, mounted it into the ceiling. And then I got these 2 blackout curtains that I could just kind of tuck up here when I'm driving. But if I want to put them down and have total privacy, they're perfect blackout curtains. I got this sunshade cover by this website called Covercraft, and they make specific size sunshades for the Ford Transit Connect. I also got a lot of these chrome pieces that you'll see in this video by this website called OMAC, O-M-A-C, and they make chrome handlebars, chrome side mirrors, chrome grille, chrome bumper, and they're all just like these stick-on things with an adhesive. So they're not that expensive, but I do think they add a nice look to the car. And I haven't really seen any Ford Transit Connects because they are around everywhere when I'm driving around town, but I havened seen any chromed out Ford Transit Connects. So that's kind of what I'm going for. This van also came with a 700 watt inverter right here from Spectrum, which I haven't used yet, but I'm not gonna take this out because I feel like I can make some decent use out of this thing. It's mounted into the ground. It seems pretty awesome so far. So maybe I'll get to use that in the future for a refrigerator or something like that. And then I got a bunch of junk on the floor right here. Ultimately, I plan on doing a bed right here that you could kind of pull out, but it'll have storage underneath for all this junk, all my car fluids, all of my tools. I have a EcoFlow battery right here. I got my battery jumper over here. But this little $20 space heater from Amazon, it heats up the van in 10 minutes on these cold nights. It's something I didn't have in my previous camper van, and I really don't know why, because I think it's a genius thing and it really works well. So I plan on doing a bed on this side where you guys are, and then on this end I want to do like a little TV stand storage table that goes up to the top, and then I want to leave this window in this area clean and empty, mostly so I could put my dog bed here because I have a big German Shepherd and she could lay right here, look out the window. Ultimately, when I have this van built out, I want to travel America. I want to go to the Chinese theater. I want to go to New York. I want to visit the last Blockbuster. I want to see these famous movie sites and bring the van along with me and make some videos on the way. Let me know if you have any ideas, if you have built out a Ford Transit Connect, if you've built out a van, if you are into the nomad life and you got any ideas or tips or anything for me. Please let me know, and thanks for 10 years. Peace.